So we're going to take a closer look at parabolas. So what does an equation of a parabola looks like? So this is the general form of parabolas. And you can see that HK now, instead of it being the center, is a vertex, and P is the focal point. Okay, so vertex and focal point. So the focal length here is 1 because 4 times something has to give me this 4. Here it's 2 because 4 times 2 gives me 8. So what would this one be? So let me write it out for you. 1 over 4 times something would have to give me 20x squared. What is that something? So I want you to put that answer there. Big thing to remember is just it's 4 times P. All right, so you're used to seeing vertical parabolas, but we're also going to look at horizontal. So let's look at the vertical, the one you're used to. So this is an equation in standard form. Notice the squared term goes with x. So squared x is vertical because that's what we're used to seeing. So if I look at this general form, I can see that my x is squared. So that means it's going to be a vertical one. Now, if P is positive, it's going to open up. If it's negative, it's opening down. So that kind of acts like your A. All right, left and right is going to be y is squared. And again, same idea. If P is positive, it opens to the right. If P is negative, it opens to the left. All right, so let's go over a few things. So that's a parabola. This is called a detrix. The distance between your foci, your vertex, and your detrix is P. This distance here is called your focal diameter, known as a lactus rectum, just in case you need to know what that is. All right, it's 2p on either side. Okay, so from here to here is 2p, and then the other side is also 2p. So a total of 4p, but really you just need to know half. All right, axis of symmetry cuts it in half. All right, and the same thing here. Here's your detrix. It's p away from your vertex, which is p away from your focus. And again, let's talk about the lactus rectum. All right, your focal diameter, which is 2p and 2p. Okay. All right, so once you know that, you can pretty much graph it. So let's take a look at our equation. So you're given this equation. The first thing you need to know is where's the squared? Okay, so looking at my squared term, it's with x. So this is going to open vertically, either up and down. Either up or down. The other question I'll start you off is y squared. So that's going to be open right or left. All right, so the first thing is I need to rewrite this to look as this general form like this. So I need to multiply both sides by -16, and that's going to give me that. But I need 4 times p. So I'm going to rewrite this as 4 times -4 because it needs to be 4 times p. All right, so now that it's in that form, it's very easy to pull out all the information. So let me pull the vertex, I keep calling it center, which is -1 and 4. Okay, that's your HK. Your P is -4 because I put it in that format. All right, so based on that equation, what is it? So again, it is opening up or down. So that tells me up or down. And the P tells me whether it's up or down, which is down because it's negative. So the square term gives me 2 options, and P will give me that direction. All right, so now that I know that, let me go ahead and graph this parabola. So imagine how this is. -1, 4 is more positive. So I'm going to equally break this graph down to maybe being 10 positive, 10 to the left, 10 to the right. Okay, so mostly the graph is up like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and graph my vertex, which is -1 and then 4. That's my vertex. So remember, everything is p distance away, right? So it goes down like that. And my focus point is going to be 4 away. So I count 4, which is my focus. Then I want to count, let me do my focal diameter. Okay, so let me do my focal diameter, which is what? 2 times p, right? So that's going to be 8 in either direction. So I count 8 and 8. That's my focal diameter. I need my directrix, which is also p away, so 4. So this line is my directrix, and it happens at y is equal to, and you just count from the bottom. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So y is equal to 8. That's my line of directrix. And I'm just going to draw my parabola. So from the vertex going to the focal diameter, and my focus is underneath it. Let me just label everything. So the line of symmetry goes through right in the middle. So it's called the axis of symmetry. This is a listening check. Color in axis of symmetry. This right here is your focal point or your focus. This is your focal diameter, and it goes through the focus, right? Twice p. So that's my focal diameter, also called lactus rectum. And I may be saying that wrong because I'm not Greek. All right, and then this is your vertex, HK. And that's pretty much it. So knowing this, you need to know all this information in order to graph it. So now that you know that, go ahead and try that question. Let's practice.